can play some rock and roll. Hello again to all my friends. Together we can play some rock and roll. Hello again to all my friends. Together we can play some rock and roll.
Hello again to all my friends. Together we can play some video games. Welcome to another exciting edition of PC Gun, your number one source for the PC gaming underground news. I am your host, as always, Camdozer. And as always, I am hopped up on enough espresso to make a man of a lesser constitution beg for mercy. This was an exciting week in the world of PC gaming and esports, and we have a lot to talk about today. But before I get into that, I just wanted to share a truly magical experience that I had yesterday while I was playing a game of Squad TD. For those of you who have been devotedly following my blog, thank you for that, for one thing. But you know that I've been streaming a lot of my Squad TD matches. Squad TD is a custom game in StarCraft 2. It's probably the most popular custom game on the arcade in all of StarCraft 2, and I've been streaming a lot of my matches lately. Well, yesterday I'm streaming a match, and a random player on the internet just says, "Oh, hey Cam, didn't know you were in this game." Assuming, of course, that it was one of my real-life friends who somehow escaped my friends list. I assume that's what it was, but as it turns out, I say back, "You know me?" And he says, "No, but I follow your stream when I can." Booyah, Grandma! I have made it. I am officially an e-celeb. It just made me really happy. And he also said that he recommended my channel to his friends, which is probably the best possible compliment that you can give a streamer, a video blogger such as myself. It seriously just made me feel like everything I've been doing for all you nerds out there is completely worthwhile. Now, in all seriousness, though, of course, this show is about you guys, my viewers, my followers. I'm here to bring you guys the information, not to brag about myself, although I will give myself a little pat on the back for that because it felt really awesome. But yeah, I'm here to inform you guys, so let's just go ahead and get to informing you guys. Our top story of this week was Dreamhack Open 2013, which took place in Jönköping, Sweden. I definitely spent a hot minute learning how to pronounce that one because an uninformed PC gamer might call it John Coping, but Jönköping. Yeah, K's are J's and J's are Y's in Sweden, which is awesome. So anyway, Dreamhack Open 2013 took place last weekend, and taking home the top prize for Team My Insanity was the relatively unknown player Stardust, who took down the Broodlord legend Jaedong, or as Apollo likes to call him, Big Daddy Dong, in an epic 5-game series. Now, what was so exciting about this series also is that 2 of the 5 matches that were played, Stardust actually won the game by destroying all of Jaedong's structures, which those of you who follow StarCraft 2 and esports know is really uncommon. Typically, 2 players will get into a key engagement, one will decisively win that engagement, and the other one will just immediately GG out. But twice in this series, both players found themselves in a position where they were way out of position to defend their base as the enemy's army approached, and so they just dove headfirst into destroying as many structures as they could, and both times Stardust won those matches by destroying all of Jaedong's structures, which was really, really exciting. You guys could probably watch the VODs either on YouTube or on twitch.tv if you want to find out exactly how those things went down. It was really awesome. Now, Stardust played incredibly all weekend, only losing a single series the entire time, and in the process taking down several heavyweights, including Naniwa and Violet, on his road to victory. For his championship first place prize, he was awarded nearly $10,000, 750 WCS points, which is going to make a big difference as the next WCS tournament approaches as far as his seeding in that tournament. The next DreamHack event will take place July 19th and 20th in Valencia, Spain. For more information on that and for more information from last week's event, go over to www.teamliquid.net or check out the blog a little further down the page. I have some live information while I was blogging. It's a little bit scrambled because I was just jotting down everything I was seeing while the matches were taking place, but if you didn't get a chance to catch them live, that might inform you exactly how some of these matches went down during the group stage. In other news, E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, wrapped up last week with more than 48,000 attendees representing 102 different countries. Yes, nerdyism, whatever you want to call it, it's worldwide, it's a thing, it's happening. Now, as I stated last week, this year's E3 was pretty much dominated by the next-gen consoles which were announced, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Wii U, making PC kind of a taboo word that they didn't want to utter too much. But not to fret, as I also mentioned last week, most of the titles coming down the pike for these next-gen consoles will also be available on PC, such as Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, and other titles. They'll also be available for PC. So you diehard PCs like me, not to fret. Now, speaking of Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft's CEO Yves Guillemot, hopefully I pronounced that one. I didn't spend as much time on that one as I did on Yan Zhopeng. But he did announce last week that the studio is currently working on 3 Assassin's Creed titles at once. One certainly, obviously, is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is scheduled to come out later this year. And it seems likely that the other 2 are just going to be the annual installments following this one. Because the Assassin's Creed franchise has joined the ranks of the easily marketed first-person shooters that just sequel every year, like Battlefield and Call of Duty. In other E3 news, a controversy developed during a gameplay demo of the new Killer Instinct title, which will be coming out for Xbox One, in which the male player made a joke that was interpreted by many to be, well, rapey. Here's the clip.
I can't even block correctly, and you're too fast.
There we go. Just let it happen. It'll be over soon.
You have a fight stick.
One more. Wow, you like those?
I don't like this.
Well, there was the clip. Opinions have come down on both sides of this argument, some saying it was taken out of context, and others saying that these players need to have a little more tact and understand that this is already a male-dominated industry, and saying that the joke came across as very sexist and offensive. Now, following the explosion of comments on Twitter and other social media platforms, Microsoft Studios Vice President Phil Spencer did issue an apology, calling the comment inappropriate and offensive. But I'd like to hear what you have to say. Go ahead and chime in on the comment section below, and maybe we'll talk about it next week in case the controversy is still going on. Now, our final story of the week is that Valve had a major leak of information revealing projects including Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, and Source Engine 2. The leak occurred when the company's project tracking software was momentarily made public. Now, obviously, it's been shut back down and put down very tight again, but before you get too excited, bear in mind that this is by no means an official announcement from Valve, and these titles could still be a very long way out. Now, as of the time of this taping, Valve has issued no comments regarding the leaked information. Well, my fellow nerdies, that is all the news we have for this week. Thank you for following me. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. That's at PCGU News, capital PC Gun, lowercase EWS. Go ahead and add me on Facebook. My name's Cameron Reed. That's Cameron. Or shoot me any comments, questions, or concerns at my email address, which is camdozer@gmail.com. That's CAMDOZER@gmail.com. You can also use that email address to add me on Battle.net or any of the other video games that you may play. My screen name is always Camdozer, and I'm always the only Camdozer out there. So go ahead and shoot me a friend request, and we'll get real nerdy together. And now we will end this week's edition of PC Gun, as we always do, with a moment of silence for those brave fallen Zerglings whose sacrifice for the good of the swarm simply cannot be overstated. Thanks for tuning in.